Hello all you lovely people and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video we have got visions of mana on the Lenovo Legion Go. So I'm going to be playing this through my Xbox game app on the Legion Go because this is obviously available on Xbox Game Pass. It's included with your subscription, so you don't need to pay anything extra for it. So that's great news already. The first thing that I'm going to show you out here is the Legion Go settings. And for that, I'm going to get into AMD Adrenaline first. Let's get into that. Now, this is an Xbox game. So when you have games which are on Xbox, sometimes what happens is they don't really show up on your home screen out here. So let me just cut this tracker off for just a short bit and I'll come back to this. I am playing with the driver version, which is 25.10.13.11. In case you don't know how to download these drivers or sideload them, I have made a dedicated video where I've shown you step by step as to how do you sideload these drivers. Now, what I meant by the game not showing up in your game library is that since it's an Xbox game, a lot of times the game will not show up, and that's why you'll have to add a game manually. And that's exactly what I've done. I've added a game manually. And here it's showing game launch helper because that's what it is. But if you can see my C drive and the content here, it clearly says visions of mana. Now, as far as the adrenaline settings go, I'm playing with AFMF 2.1 and I've turned the search mode onto high and the performance mode is on quality. Anti-lag has been enabled and the image sharpening has been kept at 80% and enabled. When we get into the advanced settings, morphological anti-aliasing has been enabled. The anti-aliasing method, by the way, is multi-sampling. Anisotropic filtering has been enabled and kept at 2x. The texture filtering quality has been kept on performance and has been enabled. And as far as the tessellation mode goes, I'm just going to keep it on AMD optimized. So that's what we're going along with. The only thing left is the in-game settings. So let me quickly show you that as well. I'm going to go with the easy difficulty level. And I'm going to get into the in-game settings very quickly. Let me show you a little bit of the Legion Space settings first. Playing at 800p, I'll play with 144 Hz. I'm going to turn the tracker on. TDP is on performance mode, so it's not maxed out. So these are the settings that I'm playing with. Oh, by the way, when you start the game, you get two options. One is to prioritize performance and two is to prioritize the visual fidelity. I chose to go with the first one, which is prioritizing the performance because I obviously was playing on the Legion Go. So performance is a paramount to me when I'm playing on a handheld PC because I'm obviously running with some limitations here. This, after all, is the Z1 Extreme processor. And although this has got quite good capabilities, but unfortunately, it's not as powerful as a desktop processor or even a full-on laptop processor, the recent ones that is. And this has 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM, which is more or less enough for the game. But what is important is that whether the GPU can pull this off or not. So here you have the 780M and you're playing with that. So there are obviously limitations when you play on a handheld PC. Now you unfortunately will not be able to take full advantage of the 1600p screen, and I'm only playing this at 800p. But even though it is at 800p, you can clearly take a look at how good and sharp this looks overall. Now, when you finally get into the game, this is where you would notice some, you would say, not exactly pixelation, but you would notice some shimmering. And that is probably because of the settings that we are playing with. Now, as far as the FPS goes, the good news is that you're getting over 100 FPS. So this is a brand new title, getting over 100 FPS. Look at how good this looks on the camera monitor. But in person, there is a lot of shimmering here. So this is what I want to show. I want to tweak some of these settings. So I'm going to head into the options. I'm going to go into the video settings. First of all, this is 720p that I'm playing at. The frame rate, I've kept it on unlimited. And VSync is on. It does not matter whether it's on or off. The AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution is on balanced. So this, I'm going to bring it up to quality first of all. And the graphics settings, I'm going to turn it over to high. So let's play with these settings because I'm anyways at 720p, as you can clearly see. So even if you take the graphical settings over to high, I don't think it's going to have a hugely negative impact. I think I'll still be able to get over 60 FPS comfortably. And now all of those shimmering issues which were here, I don't know if the camera picked it up, but there was quite a lot of shimmering here, even when I did not pan the camera, even when it was stationary. And when I pan the camera, it was pretty bad. But now it looks phenomenal, guys. I mean, this looks so good because anime type games anyways look great on Legion Go. And most of these anime type games generally tend to run pretty well. So here, as you can see, I'm getting close to 79 FPS. That's pretty good. And overall, even when I move around, when I pan the camera around with the movement on screen, I'm still getting like over that 70 FPS. 85 FPS now, guys. 87 FPS. So that's really good. We're doing a great job here in terms of the FPS, 89 FPS. And overall, this looks really sharp and really nice. Now, when it comes to these cutscenes, obviously the cutscenes, they bring the FPS down to close to 29 to 30. They're more demanding. These do look like in-game cutscenes. I don't think they're pre-rendered. I might be wrong, but let me know in the comment section if you think they're pre-rendered. I think they're in-game cutscenes. And now, when we skip from over to a cutscene to the gameplay, we are back over to those 70 FPS. So overall, this game is running really well. Because this is an Xbox game, I am playing with the Legion Go controller. If it was a game on Steam, I would have used my PS4 controller. And here, even with all these settings set at high, this game is performing really well, 80, 84 FPS. Now, games like these are narrative heavy games. And every now and then, after every few seconds or every few meters, you will get into cutscenes, you will get into dialogue interactions, and that's exactly what you are getting here. So you can expect this kind of a performance from a game like this. And this is nothing new. We are already getting into the action, I believe, of the game. So let's take a look at that as well. Really fast, not bad. Ooh, that's nice. And everything is smooth, guys. Take a look at that. 90 FPS while I was in the heat of the action. So this is not bad at all. In fact, it is superb performance. And even at 720p, this does not look bad. You have to take my word for it, guys. And in case you're wondering, hey, this looks really bad, then it has to do with the YouTube compression, because in person it does not look that bad. Now the Legion Go's 8.8-inch QHD plus IPS display and the 500 nits of brightness is plenty bright, and it really makes the colors pop, especially for games like this. And this makes games like Visions of Mana's lush, colorful and vibrant world pop. The game's strong art direction also retains a classic RPG charm. So you take a look at these colors, beautiful. While it does maintain a modern graphical fidelity and it shines on the screen, the open you could say, expansive zones are beautiful to explore in a handheld format here. And they just look so good, guys. You are getting more than 60 FPS here, very clearly. And overall, the game looks superb to me. So, Visions of Mana is a game which a lot of people might appreciate, especially if they are anime game lovers. And here you are already in this beautiful, colorful world. And there's a bit of a platforming here as well, I believe. So I'll have to be a little careful here. Have to make sure that I step onto this platform here. All right, a job well done. Where do I go from here? I have no idea. Okay, I guess things took care of itself. The art direction I really like already. The colors, they're really nice. I mean, this is breathtakingly gorgeous. And it has this storybook fantasy feel. And the game is a 3D game. Oh, all right, I thought I was about to fall. Sorry. So overall, the art style is really nice. The visuals are saturated, they're charming, and even the enemy designs. I think this little guy is different. but the side goons, they are pretty much the same, I guess. So the world of this game is structured as a series of semi-open areas. It's not an open world game. Um, so it's not like your AC Odyssey or your AC Valhalla. And you have exploration, you have action, you have a little bit of everything that you need in an anime-inspired game like this. And I'm playing in the easy mode as all my games go when I'm demoing these games on the Legion Go. So obviously this is going to be a breeze when it comes to these enemy encounters. So I have to get over to this bridge here. I'm really impressed by the way this game looks, by the way. I'm really impressed, guys. And in terms of exploration, you will have hidden chests, you will have collectibles. I'm sure there are going to be optional areas later on in the game as well. And you will get to unlock varied modes of transport, like riding a furry animal on land or a giant sea turtle. And you're also going to be having a dragon for air travel. And this all enhances the sense of adventure. But when it comes to the gameplay as well, it's not a dud. I think the action combat so far has been satisfactory. The battles are fast-paced, they are real-time. They are not a system where you have to strategize quite a lot. So unlike some of those older Final Fantasy titles, this is real-time action. And players get to control one party member at a time. You get to see two, but you can only control one. So in terms of the overall game, I think this is performing really well, guys. In terms of the narrative, I think you play as a character called Val, and you are a skilled swordsman. You start off with a very simple story. The pace is endearing. You have a likable, charming cast as well. And overall, I think the character development looks pretty good. And these characters are very colorful. They've been drawn out really well. They look good. Their character animation, their movement is pretty good. And although you cannot hear anything, the soundtrack is pretty solid. The voice acting is pretty solid as well. You can't expect the world from games like this in terms of lip syncing, because at the end of the day, it's an anime based game. So lip syncing might feel a bit off, but overall, it has everything that you need in an anime based game. And what's important here is the game's performance itself. So when I make these videos, I often tend to get carried away and I start commenting on the game. So in a way, I'm digressing, but um, focusing more on the performance of the game. That's what these videos are all about, mainly the performance of these games on the Legion Go. And that is where the Legion Go will not disappoint. I am obviously plugged in, so it's not running on the battery of the Legion Go. And performance mode does a great job, so I don't even need to max it out. This is the kind of game where you don't even need an external GPU to run this game properly. As you can see, the performance is solid. And I keep saying this over and over again because I'm really happy with the way this game is looking, performing, running on the Legion Go. It has this gorgeous storybook visuals, and you have decent enough action, real-time combat system. It's a refreshing experience for the franchise. The story and pacing can be even and uneven. This is subjective, so some people may like it, some people may not. A lot of people like more gameplay and less narrative. Some people like a mix of both. I happen to fall under the latter, where I like a mix of both. So far I'm enjoying this time with Visions of Mana. The game's core loop, well, it's just running around, getting to talk to people, getting into a cutscene, fighting, and then moving forward over to a new area. So that's exactly what the game loop is all about. You will also have a class system that you'll get to master later on. And later on in the game, you will also have engaging boss fights. So as a game, it radiates with charm and spirit of its predecessors, and it successfully brings the Mana series into the modern era. while retaining its classic comfort food JRPG feel. And will I recommend this game? I absolutely will. And anyways, it's included with your Game Pass, so you don't need to pay anything for this. That's the icing on the cake. And as far as the performance goes, you can clearly see, guys, the performance will not disappoint you. And this game is running really well on the Legion Go with these settings. I am getting mostly 70 plus FPS. And I don't think it's ever dropped below that 60 FPS when I'm in the gameplay mode. Of course, these cutscenes will take the game into a 30 FPS mode, but in the gameplay itself, I have not dropped below 60. It's been a consistent 70 plus FPS, and in a lot of cases, it's gone close to that 90 FPS mark. And overall, really pleased with this. So what do you think about Visions of Mana? Have you played it already? If you have, please let me know what your experience has been. What do you think about this game? What do you think about this video? If you've liked this content, then I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that like and subscribe button, and also that bell icon in case you want to get notified with all my latest videos. I do make a lot of videos on the Legion Go where I talk about these games. These are my Let's Play videos on the Legion Go, and I have so many of them, and I have so many games covered on my channel with the best optimized setting for your Legion Go. So feel free to tune into those videos as well, and leave a like and subscribe if you really like the content. I'll see you lovely folks in my next video. Until that time, I'll say take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.